Hello friends, so today I'm going to make notes about portal vein, and portal vein is an important 3 mark or 5 mark question, but I have written about 3 marks. Now I've mentioned the subtopics that you have to mention, that is formation of portal vein, course, termination, relations, tributaries and applied. Now it is up to you to if you have time you can write applied, because it is not compulsory for you to write applied in a 3 mark question, but it is definitely necessary to write applied aspects in a 5 mark question. Okay, so let's begin. Definition: it is a large vein which collects blood from abdominal part plus pelvic part of alimentary tract. Okay, so it is a large vein that connects abdominal plus pelvic part of alimentary tract, gallbladder, pancreas, spleen. It conveys blood rich in nutrients to liver. Okay, now one more important thing here that comes is that the nutrient rich blood will first go to liver for processing, because liver is a very metabolically active organ. And one more thing important is that any infection that has been absorbed in the blood along with the nutrients would be first faced by liver. So liver can be a prone organ. Liver is a prone organ to infection because of that. So now let's see formation. It is 8 centimeter long, which is not a very important thing, but yes, it is formed by the union of superior mesenteric and splenic veins behind the neck of pancreas at the level of L2 vertebrae. I'll show you here. You can see here that this is pancreas, and here is the formation of portal vein. Now I've shown it with dotted line, which means that it is behind the structure. So this is pancreas, this is neck of pancreas. Here comes the superior mesenteric vein. Here is the splenic vein, and by the fusion of both these veins we have the portal vein, which is behind the neck of pancreas. Okay, and the level you have to remember, L2, level of L2 vertebrae. Now one more thing here is there are common variations. I'll show you them afterwards, that it's not always necessary that the formation and the tributaries are always same. It varies from person to person, but we'll be studying the most common tributaries and most common formation. Now let's see the course. It runs upwards and little to the right, first behind first part of duodenum, lastly in right free margin of lesser omentum. Now this is kind of very simple. If you see diagram, you can see here this is the first part of duodenum, second, third and fourth. Okay, so this is the first part of duodenum. After formation, it runs behind the first part of duodenum. Now you can understand that here this is first part of duodenum. Somewhere here would be stomach. Imagine this is stomach, first part of duodenum and so on. Now from stomach, you know that lesser curvature, you know that here extends the lesser omentum to the liver. Okay, this is the lesser curvature of stomach and lesser omentum, and here somewhere would be the free margin of lesser omentum. Okay, and there would be epiploid foramen. Let me show you in that one diagram. So you can see here that this is the lesser curvature, lesser omentum, and this is the right free margin. This is the first part of duodenum. This is the right free margin of lesser omentum, and below that would be the epiploid foramen. So I hope I made it clear. Okay, now let's go for the next part, which is the termination. Now you can see here the termination. This is the portal vein right here, you can see. Okay, and it divides into the 2 branches. Okay, so it divides into 2 branches and terminates, so ends at the right end of porta hepatis by dividing into right and left branches. So what is porta hepatis? So porta hepatis is actually the you can say gateway of liver, where structures actually leave or enter the liver. Okay, so porta hepatis divides into left and right branches, and that's how it terminates. Okay, so now let's go for relations. Posterior, throughout the course its posterior relation is inferior vena cava. You can see here, this is the diagram I've shown. Okay, now this is a very nice diagram to depict all its relation. I'll tell you. See, this is the portal vein. You can see here, and you can see the anterior relation would be the neck of pancreas. First part of duodenum, the hepatic artery coming from the celiac trunk, common hepatic artery, then branch would be given the hepatic artery. Then this bile duct coming from the liver, that will go here and open into the duodenum. And the posterior relations, you can see here, this is the big vessel you can see posteriorly is the inferior vena cava. So this is how you can just remember the relations, but let's just see it theoretically. Posteriorly, throughout the course, its posterior relation is inferior vena cava. Anterior, for anterior relations, we divide the portal vein in 3 parts. Okay, so 3 parts are infraduodenal, retroduodenal, and supraduodenal. So these are the 3 parts. Below the duodenum, first part of duodenum would be the infraduodenal. Now, behind the first part of duodenum would be the retroduodenal part, and above the first part would be the supraduodenal part of portal vein. Okay, so let's begin. Infraduodenal part, here its formation is there. So its anterior relation is neck of pancreas. Simple, isn't it? Yes. So infraduodenal part has anterior relations as neck of pancreas. Now retroduodenal anterior relations in retroduodenal part is first part of duodenum. You can see here, gastroduodenal artery I can't show you here, and bile duct. Okay, as I've told you, bile duct will come here and would be opening here. So anterior relations in retroduodenal part is first part of duodenum, bile duct, and gastroduodenal artery, which is a branch of common hepatic artery. A branch comes here, which is gastroduodenal, and hepatic artery goes up here. Simple. So supraduodenal part is this part. So anterior relations in supraduodenal part is bile duct and hepatic artery. Let's revise. See, for anterior relations we divide the vein in 3 parts: infraduodenal, retroduodenal, and supraduodenal. In the infraduodenal part, the anterior relation is neck of pancreas, the bile duct. Okay, I'm sorry, it's just the neck of pancreas. Okay, in the retroduodenal part, the anterior relation is first part of duodenum, the bile duct, and the gastroduodenal artery, which is a branch of common hepatic artery. In the supraduodenal part, the anterior relations are bile duct and hepatic artery. Okay, now for 3-mark question, I won't prefer to write names of tributaries, because teachers, the paper checker always prefers more diagrams, because they always want a neat diagram. So I won't be writing much about the tributaries of portal vein. Rather than that, I'll be drawing all the tributaries in a single diagram. You can see here. Okay, so I've drawn a diagram here. Okay, now here this is the superior mesenteric vein, here this is the splenic vein. So both